Welcome back to Sano for our final of the afternoon under threatening skies at Circuito Internazionale Napoli. This is the 60cc mini final over 8 laps, which doesn't sound much until I tell you that one lap, as you can see on your screen to the bottom right, is 1,547 metres, 1.5 kilometres. The pole, Karol Pascevic and Andrea Antonelli to start on the front row of the grid. They're both in contention for the series, which will be decided in 7 days' time right here at Sarno. Of course, this is the rescheduled event after the snow at Lonato, where it was -6 degrees. Meant that we stood at South Garda karting for 4 days and didn't hear a single kart engine. So we started the weekend with 75 drivers. We're down to 34. You can see that Andrea Antonelli and Karol Pascevic, the energy karts, dominate the front row of the grid. Karol, with the new black helmet, looks menacing. Darth Vader in disguise. Junior Darth Vader, in fact. The young pole, 547 to the left of your screen. On pole position is the pole, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who won 2 weeks ago at Le Conca, on the outside of the front row of the grid. All energy kart front row. There is Andrea Antonelli from Bologna in Italy. And just under the back of his neck brace, you can see the branding of Mercedes-Benz. Already an AMG Mercedes F1 driver protege. Just 12 years of age. As we look at Alexandru Iancu from Bucharest in Romania. 619 in the Maranello kart. Starting out of grid number 3, of course, Maranello. A very famous brand. I don't mean the Ferrari. The fact that Ferrari are located just a few miles from there. Martina Stensonet, who is the series leader on 150 points. But Maranello karts in themselves. Been around for about a decade now. Maranello winning the 2008 CIK FIA World Cup at Suzuka in Japan with David Foré when Armando Fellini was the team manager. That was in Super KF at the Japanese circuit. Jonathan Vivart from Denmark in the RS competition entry. The green and white machine. The Danes in force, of course, Nicholas Nielsen already taking a win this afternoon for Denmark. Jonathan starting out of grid number 5 alongside mighty Marcus Flack, one of 2 Australians racing here this weekend. M. Flack here to attack on the track where he has to fight some of the best mini-kart drivers in the world. Flack in 504 makes it 3 energies in the top 6. That on screen from Milan, Christian Cannibal Bertuca 534 for the Evo kart team, the black and yellow karts that look like a swarm of bees screaming around the circuit. Kiano Alazzari from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Second quickest in qualifying on Friday night. 568. Second quickest in his group, I should say, was 5th overall. In contention for a victory, as is Oscar Pedersen. The Luxor kart powered by the LKE. 541 starts out of grid 9 alongside the driver from Siberia in northern Russia, where the beast from the east forced the snow cancellation of the event at Lonato. Dmitry Matveev for Team Gamoto from Sicily. There is the Italcourse kart. 539 of Rocco Mazzola. We speak about the Maranello kart that have been around for a while, making a resurgence, as is the Italcourse of Rocco Mazzola. 539 on grid number 11, alongside Maximilian Popov. 593, great to have Maximilian on the grid here this weekend. Of course, his father, Alex Popoff, watching live our coverage, WSK.it. His father, Alex, a fighter jet pilot in Russia. Good afternoon to you, Alex. Your boy lines up on grid number 12. There is Timet Kuharczyk, the Pole, who currently sits in third in the series, 108 points. Starts alongside another Paralympic cart of Brando Badoer from Montebelluna in northern Italy. Of course, the son of the 1992 International FIA Formula 3000 champion, Luca Badoer. And a driver who competed in, I don't know how many Grand Prix, but quite a few for the Minardi and Ferrari teams. Brando on the podium at Adria on the 7th row of the grid. Remember, we started with 75 drivers. Brando out of grid 14. As the grid girls leave the circuit for the final time here this afternoon at Sarno. They will be back in 7 days for the final round of the 2018 WSK Supermasters Series. 501 is Antonelli from Bologna. Karol Paszkiewicz from Poland to the left of your screen. Karol Paszkiewicz looking to his left, enjoying the view, enjoying the sights here in Naples. The visor will go down in a minute as the 1 minute board goes up. The wind is picking up. There is rain floating around the Naples region. Vesuvius looms in the background. The volcano, 1.3 kilometers into the sky. Of course, it was much higher than that before the top blew off it 2,000 years ago and gave us the UNESCO Heritage region that is Pompeii here today. The carts fire into life without a problem. Ivan Dominguez, the Portuguese driver, a little bit slow to get off the line. He does get the cart going. Ivan Dominguez to start out of grid number 32. The field on their formation lap, Karol Paszkiewicz from Poland and Andrea Antonelli. That's Antonelli who leads the field around. He'll have to slow up and wait for Karol. Flack goes through. Chiano Alazzari. So no problem on this formation lap. We will have two as we look at the grid for you. Karol Paszkiewicz, Andrea Antonelli, Alexandru Iancu, Martinez Stensone. Jonathan Weber starts alongside M. Flack. Bertuka Alazzari, Oscar Pedersen, and the driver from Siberian Russia, Dmitry Matveev. Rocco Mazzola, Maximilian Popov, Kuharczyk and Brando Badoer in the Paralympic carts on the 7th row. Gubenko, Kirill Kuchkov, all Russian, 8th row of the grid. Manuel Scognamiglio, Francesco Marenghi, Matias Carvalho from Sao Paulo in Brazil on grid number 19 alongside Maciej Gladcic. Eichmans, Pujati, Elkin, Filofero, Rashid Aldaheri, who was blocked on his qualifying lap on Friday night and has never really recovered throughout the heats, alongside Konstantin Krapin, Marcus Skelera, Bartek Pikutowski, Valentin Turenkov, Nikita Johnson from Gulfport, Florida in the USA, being coached this weekend by the 6-time world champion, Mike Wilson. Francesco Amendola, Ivan Dominguez, the final row of the grid, Jacobo Jimenez in the 538 Evo kart, and from Spain in the 572 FA kart, Aaron Garcia. They have to wait for Darth Vader Jr., the black helmet, the menacing sight of Karol Paszkiewicz. He signals to Antonelli, slow down, he can see. Alexandru Iancu is ahead and will have to back it off. Alexandru Iancu, that TM engine will load up with fuel. And I think Karol, the young Pole, intelligent young driver, he knows it. If he can load up indirectly the fuel into the engine of the Maranello kart powered by the TM, he'll be sluggish off the line. That's intelligent from the young Pole. Signals behind, says, hey, I'm the pole sitter. I'll dictate the pace. And he does exactly that. Energy karts 1 and 2 dominating the front row of the grid for the final over 8 laps. The distance, 12.3 kilometres. One lap, remember, is 1.5 Ks, 1,547 metres of this Sano circuit that will be extended yet again later on in the year. We're ready for a start. Alexandru Iancu pushes Carroll. He knows he's not intimidated. He says, get away from me. Carroll leads him up to the line. We go green. Good start by Jonathan Vaver. The Dane's into position number 4. He might make it third. But it's Darth Vader Jr. in the menacing all-black helmet who will lead them down into turn number 2 for the first time. He swings out wide. Oh, Iancu up the inside, slides through. Oh, well, the tactics did not work. It didn't intimidate the Romanian. It is the Maranello kart who leads, and what a lead already, not over Karol Pashovic, but Martina Stensone, the Norwegian, the series leader, into second spot. Then it's the two energy karts, Andrea Antonelli, Karol Pashovic. Jonathan Vaver, a good start from the Dane. He's one spot ahead of M-Flak. Then we go to the first of the Birillard karts. Might actually be the Ital course kart. I'm sorry, we'll check the order for you exactly when they come across the line. A relatively clean start for these 60cc mini drivers from Romania. Alexandru Iancu, the early race lead. He slid up the inside into turn number 2. A spectacular move, and it's earned him the lead. Can he hold on for the remaining 7 laps? Iancu from Stensone. Antonelli. Carroll is 4th. Jonathan 5. M-Flak back in P6. On the back of Jonathan the Dane. Then there is a bit of a gap to Mazzola in the Ital course car. Bertuca, Kuhacic and Kirill Kuchkov. Leads 3 Russians, himself, Gubenko and Popov. 10th, 11th and 12th. Martina Stensone sits about, chasing the leader in the Maranello kart. Pashovic from pole position. There's Eichmann's going through with the fluorescent yellow helmet. The Belgian has made a good start. He's into 19th, one spot ahead of O Menino do Brasil, Matias Carvalho. Konstantin Krapin, Ariel Elkin, Gladchich, they're just behind that battle. So here is the fight for the lead. Look at the energy karts. Running in 3, 4, potentially 5 as well, with M-Flak over the back of Jonathan Vaver. Iancu still in the Maranello kart, but they are hunting the Romanian. Down into turn number 1, the slipstream will come into effect. They're touching around about 108, 109 k's an hour. The energy karts, 3, 4 and 5. Antonelli, Pashovic and Flak as Stensone simply drives by into the lead. The Maranello of the Romanian was leading. He comes out of that corner in position number 4. Stensone, the series leader on 150 points, will extend his lead, but it's still 6 laps until the checkered flag. Karol Pashovic pushed out wide by Iancu, also Flak, Jonathan Vaver. So the first 6 starting to pull away. A bit of a gap to Mazzola, Kuhacic, Bertuca, Gubenko, Kuchkov. Keanu Alizari from Dubai rounds out the top 12. This is lap number 3. Stensone, the 3rd generation racer from Norway, following in the footsteps of his countryman, Dennis Hauger, who of course won the WSK Supermaster Series in this class in 2015. The CRG team driver now embarking on a season of British Formula 4 with the Red Bull Junior team. Martina Stensone, also from Norway, leads this final, but not for long. Antonelli up the inside. Can Stensone fight back? Just behind them, Alexandru, the Romanian, is up onto the podium. He's fought back to 3rd. Then we go back to M-Flak, the Australian in P4, under severe pressure from the pole. Karol Pashovic, who started from pole. Jonathan Vaver, Kuhacic, Bertuca. They're all closing in on the leaders now. At the end of this, it will be already half race distance. The WSK Supermaster Series, the penultimate round. Here at Sarno, under threatening skies, but the track stays dry. Here at Sarno, the replay of the round from Lanato, where the snow cancelled the show. We're here at Sarno for the final of the afternoon. will be Antonelli from Bologna. He won 2 weeks ago at La Conca. Half race distance now. The front three starting to pull away. Antonelli, Stensone, and Janko. Pashovic, Flak. Vertuka has fallen back just a little bit behind Kuharczyk and Jonathan Vavath, the Dane. Mazzola, Gubenko, Alazzari into 11th, head of Kuchkov, Filafero. Puyati, Carvalho, the Brazilian, rounds out the top 15. Unfortunately, Brando Badoer, who was on the podium coming into this round, was 9th in the series, is our first and thus far only retirement from this final race. Down the Vega tyres back straight, of course, the 60cc mini class using the Vega control tyre into the BetItaly.it hairpin. Antonelli over the ripple strip. Stensone with his helmet like a statue. Does not move, does not flinch. He knows the fielder bearing down behind him. Antonelli the same, but Stensone is focused. The Norwegian on the Italian right in front of him. 3 laps, 4.5 kilometres now remaining in this, the penultimate round of the series for these 60cc mini drivers. Rocco Mazzola with his head down, trying to stay in touch with the leaders. In position 9, Chiano Alazzari, the team driver pilot from Dubai, now inside the top 10. So it is Antonelli from Stensone, the Norwegian. Janko back, leading the freight train. Flak 1 step off the podium. Down the Vega tyres, back straight. Still the Italian from the Norwegian. Stensone, let me remind you, had the series lead coming into this one. If it was to finish as it is now, Antonelli would lead by 14 points into the series final in 7 days' time. Antonelli under pressure. Stensone will make the move. It's just a matter of when. He's got a tighter line, ever so slightly. In the parallel cut, that is the race director, Mr. Alessandro Ferrari, who steps onto the bitumen and says, keep it clean, boys. We want this finishing on the checkered flag, not in the grass on the final corner. 2 laps now remain. Antonelli, Stensone. Janko is still on the podium. No, check that. It is Karol Pashovic, who's got Pi and Flak down the inside. The 2 energy carts fight amongst themselves for the final step of the podium. Time is running out for Stensone. Antonelli has not put a Vega tyre out of place. He looks behind him. He waves to Martinez, the Norwegian. What does he make of that? You cannot intimidate a Northern European driver at all. The Italian, will he keep his cool? We're about to find out, because they're going to come across the line and get the last lap board. Will Martinez throw it up the inside? He backs out of it. You saw his right foot come off the throttle. The last lap board comes out. Can Andrea Antonelli make it 2 wins in a row? They go up the back straight. Stensone's got the slipstream. Antonelli down the inside. He looks across to the Norwegian. Into the hairpin, they touch. They make contact. Antonelli holds on. Looks behind. Kuharczyk's in 3rd, but too far back to take advantage unless these 2 come to grief. The final lap of the final. Stensone slides wide. He'll get the run on the exit. Antonelli is looking behind him. Stensone! Martinez up the inside. Goes the Norwegian. He takes the lead on the final lap. Can he hold on for the final 300 metres? Down into BetItaly.it for the final time. Antonelli around the outside. There's no bitumen left, Andrea. Here comes Kuharczyk. The final lap. Antonelli down the inside. Kuharczyk goes through. Then it's Karol Pashovic. Antonelli still there. Janko, the Romanian, should get the final step of the podium. Timur Kuharczyk from Poland comes round the final corner to win a sensational final here in Naples. Pashovic makes it Polish drivers 1 and 2. Andrea Antonelli finishes 3rd, and with that takes the series lead into the final round here at Sarno in 7 days' time. What a spectacular race. Timek Kuharczyk, Karol Paszewicz, drivers from Poland, finish 1 and 2. Antonelli couldn't quite make it 2 race wins in a row. He will stand on the podium and he takes the series lead into the final here at Sarno in 7 days' time. Janko finishes in 4th, Pertuka 5, M-Flak back in P6. Vejvaart the Dane was 7th. Stensson, after leading the final lap, finishes in position number 8. What a spectacular race from the 60cc Mini drivers. Remember, it was the energy cuts of Paszewicz, who finished 2nd ultimately, and Antonelli, who started on the front row of the grid. Paszewicz, Darth Vader Jr. with that menacing black helmet. That was a brilliant move, like a WRC rally car, the Romanian in the Maranello kart. Alexandru Janco sliding down the inside to take the lead on the opening lap of the race. M-Flak 504 briefly into position number 4. Would finish in a great 6th place. Antonelli was shadowed firstly by Janco and then Stensson. Those two did pull away, and it looked for sure as though one of those two drivers would take the checkered flag. They were side by side down the back straight on the final time. They did make contact. It got ragged, it got messy. At that point, Paszewicz signaled, let's catch the leaders, and they did exactly that. Down into Bet Italy for the final time. Side by side, there was contact, and from there, Kuharczyk didn't need an invitation. The driver from Poland looked behind him 3 or 4 times, rounded the final corner. The checkered flag came out. Drivers from Poland, 1 and 2 here this afternoon at the foot of Vesuvius. Kuharczyk, Karol Paszewicz, and Andrea Antonelli. Another podium. It's not the top step, but he will take the lead into the series final here in 7 days' time. Janco 4th, Pertuka 5, M-Flak back in P6. From Vejvaart, Stensson led, but finishes in 8th. He's still in contention for the championship. 2nd on 200 points as opposed to Antonelli's 215. Rocco Mazzola, a good drive into 9, and Chiano Alizare rounded out the top 10. Stay with us on WSK.it. The podium presentation, Poland 1 and 2 with the Italian, the new series leader, Andrea Antonelli. The final step in just a moment. This is the WSK Supermaster Series here at Circuito Internazionale Napoli in Sarno. Ready for our final podium presentation here this afternoon here at Sarno. Thankfully, the track is still dry. A little bit overcast. Don't forget, we are here in 7 days' time for the series decider, the WSK Supermaster Series, a spectacular race from the 60cc Mini drivers. The wind picks up, the clouds blow in, Vesuvius disappears out of view. Spectacular sight. Yes, we have grid girls here at the WSK Supermaster Series, and it's great to see. We're preparing for our final podium here this afternoon. We're ready to get underway. The series leader drove a great race, and he's on the podium again this afternoon. He leads into the final round here at Sarno in 7 days' time. From Italy, driving for Team Energy in 3rd place today, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Second place, a spectacular race from Poland, Karol Paszewicz. He took the lead with 2 corners to go. A spectacular drive in the Paralyn, making it a Poland 1 and 2. The winner of the penultimate round, Timek Kuharczyk. The girls to present the trophies in third place to Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Second place from Poland for Team Energy, Karol Paszewicz. The winner, also from Poland for Team Paralin, Timek Kuharczyk. As we stand by for the national anthem of Poland. The podium for the penultimate round of the series. Third place from Italy, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Second place, Karol Paszewicz. And the winner, Timek Kuharczyk. Well, that concludes the event here at Sana. We will be back here in 7 days, the WSK Supermasters Series, concluding here in 1 week's time. On behalf of all the Team WSK promotion and everyone here at Il Circuito Internazionale Napoli, ci vediamo tra 7 giorni. We'll see you back here in 7 days' time, the 2018 Series Decider for the WSK Supermasters Series. Arrivederci da Napoli.